Hi everyone, my name is Shauna in case you don't know, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be giving you manga recommendations. Manga is obviously the Japanese graphic novel, and manga gets adapted into anime in case you are new to all of this. I've been reading manga since I was in, I think, the 7th grade, so I've been reading for quite a long time considering I'm now 21, so I started when I was like 12 or 13, so almost 10 years of reading manga. So I'm going to be giving you some recommendations of my favorite ones. I don't have most of them here to hold up because a lot of mangas are like 30 volumes long for each series, so I don't own most of the manga series that I've read. I rented them from the library. However, I am slowly trying to collect more, and I'm slowly trying to reread through the ones that I read when I was a teen because I did really enjoy a lot of them. I just don't have access to them now because they're super expensive if you buy 30 volumes for one series, you know? So my first recommendation is Tsubasa, which is also known as the Reservoir Chronicles. Tsubasa is a very fun fantasy one, and it connects with a different series. It connects with XXX, and so these two sort of like have intertwining characters, and I have a hat from it. I don't know where I put the hat currently, but I really enjoyed both Tsubasa and XXX. I find Tsubasa to be a little better. Tsubasa's longer, but it's like less dark than XXX, and XXX, I don't know like how to say its name, but I'll have a picture of the cover of it somewhere on here so you can search it up on Goodreads if you're interested in it. My next recommendation is Trane plus Train. This is one that I don't believe is in print anymore, so you have to buy it used, so it's a little harder to get a hold of, but it is so phenomenal. I fell in love with this one. It's a sci-fi one. In this one, these characters are going on this train for like this education, and these two get handcuffed together, so they get roped in together and have to do things together. I really badly want to read the second volume, but unfortunately I don't have it, so I have to find it used somewhere, but I highly enjoyed this one, and I would definitely consider rereading it because it's so good. My next recommendation is one that is actually fairly short, and it's Fairy Cube. Fairy Cube is a darker fantasy, but it is one that I really enjoyed and that I flew through. It's only a few volumes long, so if you're looking for a very short manga, I highly recommend Fairy Cube. Next up is Attack on Titan. I am rereading through Attack on Titan right now. I read up to, I want to say, like 12 volumes, but I own I think 9 or 10, but I'm hoping to slowly reread this whole series. I'm trying to space out when I read it because I want to like savor each one. One thing I do have to say about Attack on Titan that I think people should keep in mind is Attack on Titan is essentially the same thing as the anime. In terms of manga to anime adaptations, the anime takes the exact dialogue from here and puts it in the anime. There isn't too many differences between the two, so you will get like this sense of deja vu if you read the manga. However, I think if you read the manga first, you'll get that sense of deja vu with the anime. And also, if you like Attack on Titan, there is Attack on Titan Before the Fall, and I actually enjoy Before the Fall a little bit better than the normal Attack on Titan, but I really enjoyed both of these. Before the Fall is a prequel series, but you can read it at any point. You can read it after Attack on Titan, before Attack on Titan, whatever you feel like doing. My next recommendation is Sailor Moon, or Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon if you want to do the full name. So I read through all of the Sailor Moon novels and I was obsessed when I was a teen. It is still my favorite manga series of all time. I love when Sailor Chibi Moon and Sailor Chibi Moon come into the picture. I love them both so much. They're so cute. Sailor Moon is the sci-fi / fantasy one where they're pretty guardians. They have these fun costumes defeating evil. It's such a good series, and it's especially a good series if you're trying to get into manga for the first time. And there is a spin-off there, Sailor Venus, I believe. Might be a different one. I think it's Sailor Venus. Yeah, Sailor Venus I think has her own spin-off series. So if you like Sailor Moon, there is a spin-off series that you can read. My next recommendation is One Punch Man. I love One Punch Man so much. It's so fun and light. It's not very heavy like Attack on Titan's heavy, but this one's very light and fun. It's very enjoyable. It's about this guy who is sort of like OP, overpowered. He's super epic. Everyone wants to be like him, but he's sort of just like chill and like monotone, and he's not like showing off these powers. He's just doing it to use the powers. It's fun and interesting. There is an anime for this one, as most of these have an anime, but yeah, I really enjoyed One Punch Man. My next recommendation is sort of a series, sort of not a series, and this is the Manga Classics collection. So Manga Classics is taking the classic books and turning them into a manga. I really enjoy them. I read Jane Eyre, and Jane Eyre was phenomenal in the Manga Classics format. The reason I love the Manga Classics so much is because I don't vibe well with classics. Like, I have such a hard time getting through them and understanding them, but the Manga Classics format makes it easier to understand. It makes it so much faster paced, and there is beautiful artwork in all of them, so I love the Manga Classics so much. Highly recommend the Jane Eyre one. I really enjoyed Jane Eyre. My next recommendation is Vampire Knight. I love Vampire Knight. I want to tell you the trigger slash content warning for this one, but I also don't want to like spoil it. It's nothing like too triggering, but it's like something that makes people uncomfortable. But yeah, I really like Vampire Knight. I watched the anime before I read the manga, and now I'm slowly working my way through the manga. It is so good. I love vampires, been really obsessed with vampires recently apparently, and there's beautiful artwork all throughout Vampire Knight. I love Vampire Knight. Maybe I should do a Vampire Knight cosplay someday. I don't know. I need to think that through. And my final manga recommendation for today's video is Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket is one that I read up to like volume 13 when I was a teen, and I want to go back and reread it. It's phenomenal. There's like shape-shifting animals in there. It is so good. And there is the new anime version of Fruits Basket, which I think I'm going to watch soon, because I was watching the original anime and then the original anime got taken off of Netflix and I was in the middle of watching it. But now there's the new one and I have Funimation now, so I think I'm gonna watch that. I'm really excited to go watch that. So that was all for today's manga recommendations. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you haven't already. If you have any favorite mangas, feel free to leave them down in the comments section below. If you want to stay up to date with what I'm reading, including manga and just books and any sort of reading content, head over onto my Goodreads. I update my progress on books pretty much daily. All of my other social media will be linked down in the description below. I upload 3 videos a week, so my next video will be uploaded this Friday. I hope you stick around to watch it. Until next time, goodbye!